New Zealand's finance minister has told Sky News the left are hypocrites after a column was published in a national newspaper describing her with a misogynistic slur. Nicola Willis is calling out the opinion piece and the Kiwi Labor Party for double standards when it comes to attacks against conservative women in politics.
Published in one of New Zealand's most read papers, Sunday Star Times National Affairs editor Andrea Vance unleashing on New Zealand's most senior ministers. Turns out you can have it all, she says. So as long as you're prepared to be a to the women who birth your kids, school your offspring, and wipe the arse of your elderly parents while you stand on their shoulders to earn your six-figure taxpayer-funded packet, the masthead published.
If you walk past something, you accept it, and there should be one standard no matter what side of politics you're on.
The scathing column attacks Finance Minister Nicola Willis's, quote, girl math budget. 6 girl bosses, she writes, referring to female cabinet ministers from the political right, all united in a historic act of economic backhanding other women.
I do not agree with the clearly gendered and patronising language that Andrea Vance used to reduce senior cabinet ministers to girl bosses, hype squads, references to girl math and
Minister for Workplace Relations Brooke van Velden firing back at the attack after a former women's minister from Labor quoted the article during question time.
I'm not going to appoint myself judge, jury and executioner on things that people write in newspaper columns.
Chris Hipkins is a hypocrite. When Tory Whānau or Marama Davidson are subjected to gender-based attacks, he says it's wrong. But when women on the centre right are subjected to that, he's prepared to walk past it.
Recognising the regular criticism that Nicola Willis made of people who were directing misogynistic behaviour towards Jacinda Ardern, of course she stands on very solid ground.
You're calling it a distraction?
That was being sarcastic.
The opposition leader now says the question was a mistake.
It would have been better had we quoted from something else.
The coalition government's move to urgently reform the pay equity scheme sparked this firestorm. The law allows women, often in fields like nursing, who feel financially undervalued when compared to men, to raise a claim under a scheme which can force employers to pay them more.
Almost never has anybody on the left ever said they were sorry at the misogynistic abuse that I have had.
The move to raise the eligibility of claims will save the Finance Minister billions in next week's budget, but it has been met with protest.
I also noted that 3 years ago the same editorial was how shocking it was that any woman in politics had been subject to this word being used about them, and there they are now using it about a whole group of us. Actually, they should hang their heads in shame.
This week's saga has served as a distraction from the controversial change in law and the women workers it affects. Jack Nyhoff, Sky News, Wellington.